Welcome. If you're here, it means you like fish and you have a gambling addiction, and that's a that makes you. Well, I don't actually know what that makes you, so fuck off. Anyways, okay, let's get started here. I've got another small battle. I think this is a series of fights where I was bringing only a couple units at a time, usually one melee guy, one cavalry guy, and one ranged guy. In this case, it was a fire rocket. Sue me. I took fire rockets because you might have seen that other video where there was a goddamn guy hitting in the freaking woods the whole match. I take it on Chikugo River because I detest this map, and it usually takes forever to finish, so I usually bring them to prevent camping. Luckily, this dude didn't seem like a camper, so I decided not to use them in this battle, so you can just ignore them. They're back. Anyways, this is another dude who's got lots of archers, and lots of archers can be really, really good, or they can be really, really bad. If he knows what he's doing and gets even one full volley off with all of his archers, you can pretty much kiss whatever unit they got hit by goodbye. And that's not good when you only have 3 melee capable units. He's got also some light cavalry, Yashigaru, lone swords, and I believe if you do the math, he's got some guys hidden somewhere. He's got 2,000 here. What are these, 400? So that's 2,800. 3,200. About 3,500 total, so he's got a fair number of dudes chilling around. These videos are mostly to show, they're small fun videos, are mostly to show how micromanagement can eliminate an enemy's advantage. I sort of assume now, I know it's not a good assumption because this is sort of generalizing, but I sort of assume now that people with low level skills just haven't developed the micromanagement. I know a lot of them actually end up being good Total War players who just aren't used to Shogun 2, so they're just like sort of a little bit lost for what to do, and they're like the controls are a little unfamiliar or whatever. Oh, there's one of his hidden guys. And some of them are just new to Total War in general because they bought and they're just not quite as good as maneuvering their guys. This guy didn't seem to be very bad at maneuvering his guys, which is bad for me. I want him to not be good at it. But anyways, it makes for a good fight, right? Yeah, sure. Speed this up a little bit. So I send my cavalry out totally unsupported, as I usually do, because I only have cavalry and 1 unit of Naginata Samurai, even though they're level, like, I don't know, level 8 or something like that, level 7. With like 20-something melee defense, or 20 melee defense still. I mean, you don't want them to get all shot up. Okay, so here I go. At this point, I'm sort of a little bit upset because I've got 2 units of cavalry. I know he's got Yashigaru hiding in the trees, and he's got a bunch of arrows, and it looks like he knows what he's doing. He's got his cavalry there, so I can't just sweep in behind or whatever. So I sort of figure I'll go in from there. I don't really usually go in with a plan when I have my cavalry, which is probably not smart. I just sort of move in, and then you create the opportunity for action. You sort of create a disturbance, you see how they'll react, and then I can't be like, oh, I'm going to send him there, swing this and hit this, because if he moves guys there, I'll have to react. So I just sort of move in, try to get the game in motion, and eventually he'll take a maneuver. A really good time to start this whole procedure is when he's reshuffling his guys to try and block you from whatever you're doing. I didn't really see it until a little bit too late, but when he's moving around, it's when he's the most vulnerable. Archers won't fire until they've perfectly formed up unless he orders them automatically to do it. When his Yashigaru is sort of out of formation, you know they're not going to spear wall you in the middle of nowhere. And in general, he's just distracted because of the micro, and if you send one guy in, often he'll just focus on him entirely. He eventually decides that'd be a good idea to send his light cavalry after me. I don't know if he thought my guy was a light cavalry. I guess that's possible, or whatever. Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah, see, this guy sort of knew what he was doing pretty well, which is always kind of a shitty thing to see. I'm telling you, man, small fun battles when you're a rank 10, oh, they are no fun. Anyways, I'm like, you know what? He's got some dudes up there, but most of his spears are here and up here if they haven't moved yet, and I've got Inspire and Bonsai, so let's go for his general. Yeah! Or his lone swords, and I killed 40 of them with Fling Thing. This is the perfect time to strike. He's like, oh, I got you surrounded. Let's turn around. Let's fire my archers at you. Let's get these guys moving. Is what I think. I can just send in and kill his archers, right? Well, he sort of understands what's going on. Oh, yeah, so I sent my Naginata Samurai over because I was anticipating this sort of thing to happen. And while he's sending his guys and moving them around and pulling his archers back to get a clear shot, boom, the Great Guard coming from behind. I'm like, yay! I'm like freaking happy because this is awesome. His general's bodyguard going down, but then he sends his spearmen in, and I'm like, you know what, this is probably not good. until I realized that he hasn't gotten a single shot off with his bow dudes. Oh yeah, that's right, they were all samurai. I thought that same mental math thing earlier when I actually fought the battle, and I screwed up. I managed to get their general out of there. I leave my light my light Yari cavalry in to fight this thing, and I mean, it's not like I got lucky, because I did sort of create an opportunity to hit his general, but I definitely was nice that my general didn't get killed. I do have a hit points bonus, so it's not like he dies immediately. But being able to flank them that perfectly is pretty unusual. The guy knew what he was doing pretty well. It was a good fight. He'll probably learn how to micro a little bit better, but microing is your friend, and it's possible to win small battles with small amount of troops. I guess that was the point of this.